Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm live Tuesday night. We have a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm telling you, whenever you want to go live and you have something so important to talk about, there's always something like try to put you back. Like, oh my God, you're not going to be able to do it. But we are live. We are almost 10 minutes late, but we are here. That's the most important thing. And I'm telling you, tonight, what I share with you is not necessarily some new information, but it will ignite something on the inside of you when it comes to your purpose. It's very, very important for you to understand what you have to do and what is entailed when somebody telling you that you have to make stuff happen. Okay, so I just want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Bill Gates. Hi, Apostle. Hi, everybody else coming in. And I'm just gonna wait a few more seconds, but I'm so excited because, like for people who've been watching me online for the last few years, for the past 3 years, I did just a few live in English, and I apologize because I was building my audience in the French world, and I did a two global tour, reached more than 10 countries and thousands of people, certified hundreds of coaches. It was a success, and I really enjoyed it. But now it's time for me to focus on my English speaking, you know, audience. So I'm so happy for people in North America and everywhere where you speak English. You were so patient for 3 years, and received so many email and inboxes, and people said like, "Hey, Darcy, I was waiting for you to come back in English, and every time I come to your live, you're always speaking French." So every Tuesday night between 9:30 and 10 p.m., I will be live, and we will talk about very, very, very specific and important topic. Okay, so make sure you invite some of your friends. The replay will be here, but I'm always gonna have some free goodies for people who are live what I'm teaching. This is why it's so important, and you have to really position yourself. So get some notebooks and take some notes because we talk about something extremely important: how to start a global info product business. How to start a global info product business. So who's that type of information is for? Is for speakers, author, coaches, minister, speaker, and everybody who has this type of things like, hey, Joseph, we have this type of, hey, Raquel, we have this type of information in them to be able to execute that in a whole nother level. But there's certain details that most people really forget. And when I talk to people, I look at what they try to do. They try to start a course, but they miss the YouTube, or they're on YouTube and they are not on Instagram, and they're on Instagram, they're not on Facebook, and vice versa. And it's kind of hard to syndicate your content all over the internet. And that's really what you need to do to be able to bring really what you need to teach people and how to go to the next level. So, hey, Latrenda, hey, Claire, everybody. So, we'll start. So, the number one thing is very important is what it is. What it is like what is really the most important thing. Hey, Big Gate. So the most important thing is that, okay, when you need to learn what's going on, what is the info digital business? Most people don't really know what it is exactly. So let me share my screen with you. And it's like, what is really this type of business? So when we talk about it, it's like how to make it happen. And it's really a frustration when I try to explain to some people because they never really get into what is a global info digital business. Info digital. Let's talk about the word digital. Digital means that something that is that something that you can uh, get things and people can access your information without something that they can touch or feel. It's digital, so they cannot touch. It's digital. So extremely important for you to understand what it is. And when I add the thing global into it, because when it comes to content, 82% of internet users live outside the United States. So when you are on the internet, you are global, not even by choice, by default. You are a global business person. As soon as you post something on Facebook, you're global. You post a YouTube video, you're global. You share your picture on Instagram, game over. You put something on Amazon, that's it. iTunes and podcast, everybody all around the world have access to your content. But you need to know that and be conscious of it. and get rid of the zip code mindset. Okay. Hey, Wanda, how you doing? So, what is the info digital business? Is info product are often a specific info that people are looking for on search on Google, YouTube, iTunes Store, Instagram, Facebook, or Amazon. Let me stop right there. When you see Google, YouTube, iTunes Store, Instagram, Facebook, and Amazon, I want you to replace that in your mind with ABC, CBS, CNN, TNT, and ESPN. It means that each of those platforms got different type of person out there looking for a specific information. So it means that when you see like the daily program on those platforms, you need to be part of. Like 9 o'clock, we know is Bill Gates gonna be. I mean, Oral Taylor is gonna be on. At 10, we know like Sister Wanda gonna be on. At 11, La Trenda's gonna have a show. So now Facebook Watch is the number one TV network worldwide, period. Is the number one TV network. With 222 countries, 70 languages, there's not another TV network. This is why you see people like Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, who are, they have a show on Facebook Watch. Actually, it's better for them to have a show on Facebook Watch than to have a show on ABC or CBS. Because ABC and CBS, they're not global, and for them to be able to produce a show and translate a show in another language worldwide, it costs a lot of money, licensing issue, and all this kind of stuff. When you're on YouTube, you're global. That's it. Okay. So Google is ABC, YouTube CBS, iTunes Store TNT, Instagram CNN, Facebook let's say like its own, Amazon, let's say that okay is BET. So this is why it's so important to have that, and you can understand. Hey Ellen, and you can understand that. Wow, I understand what's going on. Okay. So, what is the best way to deliver this information to your client? So, like, okay, Darcy, I have this information, I have this purpose, there's something burning my spirit, I have this ministry, I have this book, I have this podcast, I have something that I want to share. I don't know where to start, Darcy. I don't know where to start. I'm so overwhelmed by all this information online. Do not worry, you are in the best place on the internet tonight because I have the experience and I have a passion and I will teach you exactly step by step, and I make it so simple that you say, you know what? I'm gonna be able to start tonight. You're not even gonna wait tomorrow. Tonight you're going to start your info product business. So when you sell your information product online, the monetizing of your expertise or skill set is based on the info model of choice for lifestyle entrepreneur, coaches, author, trainers, and speaker. The custom info is always come back. The custom is exclusively delivered electronically and automatically. It's just digital. Is the internet. So you don't have to ship anything. Everything happening on the internet through a technology that we call e-commerce. All right. So what is the best format for my info product? That's I don't really know how I'm gonna be able to talk to people. I'm kind of shy. I cannot do video like you. What I can do, I have a bad news and a good news. I don't know which one you want me to start with, but okay, you have to see my face. You have to see my face, okay? So, okay, so now I have a bad news and a good news. So let me start with the bad news. The bad news is that um, you have to create some type of video content. The good news is because 82%, or maybe sometime now, by 2020, almost more than 80% of the entire internet traffic will be video. Let me repeat that because I believe that sometimes it's not about a choice. When you are on a platform, hey Charlotte, it's not about, oh no, I don't like it. No. It's not about what you like. It's about what people needs from you. Let me repeat it. It's not about what you like, it's what people needs from you. You see, what people don't understand is that when everything is over, you will give account to what you did with a God-given gift that God put on you, on the inside of you. So you're not gonna be able to say like, oh God, I really want to serve you and help, the humanity, but I was shy. I watched this guy with a French accent, Darcy. I watched his video for years, but it was not just me. I was kind of shy. I didn't want to do a video. It's not me. I'm type of guy. I'm type of person. I'm behind the scene. No, because like when God puts something in you, the only thing He asks for you is to share it in your best ability. Now, everybody not going to be able to have a huge audience like 100,000 people watching you or 1 million or 3 million, but I'm telling you, one person can make a difference. One person. I got testimony for days worldwide, globally, that people used to live in a in a small room. Now we got 3 bedroom apartment in Paris and making more than 10,000 euros a month. So it's about like $15,000 a month. And when I met them less than 3 years ago, they couldn't even make $1,000. So it is like I transform hundreds of people like that, not million, but those few people are transformed. Guess what? They went on and reached 10 of thousands of people. So if I have to count everything, I reach, like with what I did in the French for the last 3 years, about 1 million people. That the amount of coaches that are trained will reach thousands of people every day. So I don't want you to be focused on, oh my God, I only change 2 people. You can change even 1 person a month. But if the people you talk about is leadership, and you transform that 1 person and you change one family, is enough for God. And that's what I want you to understand. It's not me. I cannot do it. I don't feel like I really have that. I feel kind of strange. No, it's not about that. You have to go forward. Okay? So you can use ebooks. You can use workbook. You can use online course. Let me come back to my screen because I want you to see me when I was talking about that. So let's go back to a presentation. So you can have ebooks, you can have workbook, template, you can have online course, webinar, virtual mastermind, membership site, university or academy, podcast, coaching services, certification program, translation of your content in foreign languages. You see, I've been able and have a blessing to monetize all those 10 platforms. You see, sometimes people ask me, sometimes, I say like, oh, I need I said, Darcy, I know you do that online thing, but I want to have multiple income. This is multiple income online. So you can receive 10 checks, 10 potential checks every month online. You understand what I'm saying? It's so powerful. It was a time in my life I didn't know it was possible for me to stay home and work from my laptop and have clients all around the world. This is just amazing to me. Like every morning, I'm like, wow. I used to be stuck in the traffic and said, oh my God, and now, to be able to pay my bills working from home. This is a miracle of God just because I tapped into this internet thing. I tapped into what I knew before. And it's so powerful because the person will really encourage me, hey, Curtis, to start this type of movement. That person is online today. His name is Horace Taylor. It was like, I believe in 2006, we are going to Alabama, and I was talking to him about what I was doing and behind the scene, the translation and the coaching and my passion for globalization. He said, you know what you're saying is so powerful. Can you start a YouTube channel? And I said, like, how I start a YouTube channel? It was like at the beginning of YouTube, people didn't even know what YouTube was. I said, like, YouTube. I was like, okay. So by the time I learned how to do my YouTube videos, start posting videos and stuff like that. And today, with everything I produced more than 1,800 videos on YouTube for myself and my clients since that conversation. So it was just one conversation that I took heed to what it was telling me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So that's the same thing for you. So today you're watching me, just like, you know what, Darcy? I know I'm supposed to start, but I'm not sure about what I'm supposed to do. It's about consistency of content. Maybe talk about that, after, later on, but it's very important. So let's go back to a presentation. Okay. So you can have an ebook. So when you're author, you need to understand that you cannot just count on your book sales. And I will explain that really more on the activation tour. Get your ticket. If you cannot come to Atlanta, I'm gonna virtual pay-per-view, but go get your ticket. Okay? The link is somewhere on the video. Workbook and template. So when you create an ebook, well, now let's talk about non-fiction. Don't talk about just fiction. Non-fiction, so business, how to do. We talk about info product, the information, how to utilize information and to help somebody. So when you start having a book is just the foundation of an info product business. Let me repeat that. A book is just the foundation of an info product business. And most people don't really understand that. This is so crucial because like, if you don't get it, you will think that a book is your sole source of revenue. And when you don't make sale of your book, you discourage because you don't add the workbook, the template. You don't create online courses from your book. You don't create webinars. Like what I'm doing now is a webinar. Even if it's live on Facebook, it's a webinar. Virtual mastermind. Virtual mastermind, I've been doing that for last 3-4 years now. Even more. I was doing that even in English. 5 years. What I'm doing is that every month I get a group of entrepreneurs, no more than 25 people. Hey, Sonia, how are you doing? Not like 25 people. They come together. They come in a room, and I teach them, with the technology that I have. I give them a link in a private membership site where I teach them. Only them can access that content, and I'm teaching, to them live. And I do that also inside a private Facebook group. So all this technology, I will talk about it in activation tool in details, how to make it happen. This is why it's so powerful for you to come to my conference, okay? So it's what we call virtual mastermind. So it's a recurring revenue because every month you have it. Every month, between the 5th and the 15th of every month for 3 days, for a couple of hours, I teach globally from my laptop a group of entrepreneurs about the technicality of a digital business. You see, because you can go and learn. You can go to a conference and jumping around, everybody is jumping, and you take a photo op and all this kind of stuff. It's great. It was just a networking business conference. I want you now to shift your mindset to go to a training conference where I will train you and you will understand how to utilize this type of things. You understand? It's very important. Membership site. Facebook is a membership site. There is a technology where you can have your own membership site. You can build your own community. You see what happened on March 13th. Facebook was not really working the way it's supposed to do. Instagram was not working. WhatsApp, if you use that, it was kind of hard because it's not your platform. So if Facebook disappear today, where people are going to go to be able to get your content? This is why you need to have a website. You need to have your name.com if you have a personal brand, but also a slogan, something would determine what you do, where people can come and now the blog coming back because of what Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp been having trouble the last few weeks. So because you need to have your own platform, you cannot count on Facebook. Facebook can disappear. It's free. It's not your website. You can say, you know what, I got enough. It close it down. It happened to MySpace. How many people who are live now used to go and utilize Periscope? Same thing with Periscope. Periscope is still around, but just a few people using Periscope. But when Facebook Live started in April 2016, 1 year after Periscope, I was on Periscope. I have 1 million hearts in Periscope when I decided to switch to Facebook. I was telling folks that, look, guys, Periscope is good, but as soon as Facebook gonna start doing live, it's over. So Mark Zuckerberg didn't create going live from your phone. We used to go live on Facebook. It used to be technical like me because you have to use a certain software to go live on Facebook. Now, when he opened it that you can go live on your phone from the app, the Periscope was gone, over. Snapchat was was so powerful with the stories and stuff like that. Snap stories. Man, Mark Zuckerberg started doing stories on Instagram and Facebook. When was the last time somebody said, I come to my Snapchat? And Snapchat, were like 2 years ago. The valuation of Snapchat was $16 billion, $16 billion. and they didn't take they didn't bring their company public. It was a huge mistake because Snapchat was like, no, we don't want to monetize yet, and they lost because everything's about a season. What is season today? What type of season are you in your life today? In a season where you hesitate to launch yourself online, or you're still thinking about it that maybe in 2020 or 2021? I'm telling you, the best time to start your info product business was yesterday. It was yesterday. I'm telling you because like the stuff moving so fast. Everything that I've been talking about for years happening in front of your eyes now. People have been knowing me. I've been talking about Facebook is a TV station for the last 7 years. And now it happened. So guys, please don't be the one saying like I wish. Of course, now you can create your own academy. Today, I'm so blessed between my wife and I, we have 83 online courses in French and English. 83 online courses in French and English. And I have published more than 30 books. We have a publishing company that my wife really, she's really the director of operation, where she really working with authors from A to Z. Taking care of the marketing piece, but she's really taking care of the writing and the concept of having a great book. And we've been doing that for years. Okay, so you have to have your university, your academy, a place where people can go get all your courses. You need to have that on top of membership side. You can do both if you want to, but you can have it separately. Is very important. Then podcast. Podcast to me, people still sleeping on podcast and recording podcasts. Podcast is an audio format, something that you record and is available on iTunes, and iTunes reach more than 120 countries. My podcast, I have a stat people listening even to me in China, not in Shanghai, but in different state of the country of China. I don't even know how to pronounce. That's how powerful podcast is. Okay. And coaching services. You see, I've been coaching folks since 2002, really. But now that everybody know what coaching is that you help somebody becoming better in the area of your own expertise on one-on-one, or you can do group coaching. So you can get paid twice doing this. And of course, when you get to a certain level, become a master coach like myself and my wife. Now, as a master coach, you have so much experience. You did so many things already. You help so many people doing event. You have your own event. You have books. You have program. You transform so many lives. You can't even count anymore. Now you're in a position where you can certify another coach to teach them how to do it, and they can even be proud to say, "Hey, I've been certified by Darcy and Danida because we've been doing that for so long, and we help even before the certification program. When it comes to coaching services, I help a lot of people who are in the MLM industry. So if you're multi-level marketing, I help a lot of people becoming number one. I have people who are for Carbar, for TLC, for what is the other company? Amway, Malaluka, Five Links. I help people in real estate. I help ministries. I help authors become number one, not one, but a couple of times in different languages. It's so important. And of course, my most powerful topic, translation of your content in foreign languages. That right there is like, man, I'm telling you. Do you know that only 27% of the internet speaks English? 25% speak Mandarin, and 13% speak Spanish. So when you translate your content in Mandarin and Spanish, you go from a 27% reach to 60%. Do you have to pray about it? Do you have to pray about it? And all that is like, oh my God, and all that what I just give you is just like, oh my God, now you might say, like, okay, Darcy, that's it. Where do I start from now? Because like that's just the basic. I already answer some questions like I can go for like 2-3 hours. What I just gave you is just the basic for you to say like, oh wow, now I know what you need to do. If you do not have a YouTube channel, please, not even for me, but for yourself, start a YouTube channel tonight. If you don't have an account on Instagram, I don't care what you do. You sell cookies, water, clothes, you're a minister, you're a speaker, you're a coach, you have a story to tell, start a YouTube account tonight. Start an Instagram account tonight. If you're already on Facebook, start producing content. And of course, you know, if later on you don't have to start now, but later on, go on iTunes too. So it's not like somebody say, okay, Darcy, do you have to do everything? My question is like, how much are you willing to do to succeed? Because like I can say like, no, you can just be on Instagram if you want, but the amount of opportunity, the level of opportunity that you're going to reach is going to be limited by the amount of platform that you are on. So yes, you don't have to be everywhere, but if I were you, I will be. So when it comes to Amazon, the same thing. What I said at the beginning, of a presentation, if you came late, this is some TV channel where people are looking for information. When people come on Google and they type certain keyword, can they find some of your content? This is it. So you have to create content for what you represent. And when people search that content, you need to come up. But you cannot do that if you don't have content that you constant creating. Like what I'm doing now is every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, sometimes I'm not going to be home. I might be on my phone somewhere when I'm traveling, but I'm going to, sometimes with a time difference, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try or announce on Facebook, like, okay, because I'm in such country or another time zone, I might change, but I will do my best to maintain that Tuesday night. You have an appointment with me, you, your friend, your family, every Tuesday night, because I need to make a point. Between now and the activation tour, every 2 days I drop a brand new video on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Because like I have to follow what I teach. I I just turn on the heat because like it's about the content and a lot of people think that they know, but they don't. How do I know? They don't do what they're supposed to do. Is that before you take action, you have to be convicted that what I'm doing, I need to do that. Sometimes people ask me that, but that's how you find your motivation of always doing it. Because I have to do it. You understand? Like it's not even a choice. Like do I create a content or I not create content? I create content. No, I have to keep doing it. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, non-stop. It's 10 now, non-stop. Being on the phone with people overseas and do non-stop. So I don't want you to be in a position where you don't know what's going on and you're like, oh my God. No, you have to do what you have to do. Okay. So producing, let's go back. So Coach Darcy, where do I start? You have to produce content, purpose-driven content, audio, blog post, animated picture, or video. You have to build a community around it. Okay, you have to serve them with services and products that will help them becoming better and be consistent for at least 6 months to a year. So let me give you like what I talk about, like when I said, okay, you have to produce content. Don't produce the content today, then you disappear for 3 months, then you come back. Then you disappear for 3 months, then you come back. And but like you consistently posting about what you eat, but you don't consistently posting about what you're supposed to do to impact somebody else because you're still not convinced that that thing is important. That's a problem. That's a problem. So you have to really you have to really be focused on that and know that that's what you have to do to be able to get to go to the next level. Okay? Are you registered? Perfect. Perfect. So you have to do what you have to do. Until then, it's going to be kind of tough for you to make it happen. So I will now get a few questions. I've been speaking for almost 30 minutes, and I just want to make sure that, guys, we have to make it happen. Let's create content. Let's do it. Let's share what God put on the inside of us with somebody else. I'm telling you, we just here because we want to teach you that it's possible, guys. It's possible. I don't want to be cliche and say that you're going to make 6 figures next month or 7 figures. I cannot promise you that. That will be not of my character. It's not integrity to promise some amount because people got different level. But the impact that you will have on another human being, you will have that. You will have testimonial. You will have people say like, you know what, La Trenda, you changed my life. You will be like, oh, Horace Taylor, you changed my life. Oh, Raquel Boomer, you changed my life. Oh, Curtis, you changed my life. People will tell you that because you're consistent with that. And I'm telling you, you cannot keep changing lives. The most precious property for God, a human being after his son, Jesus Christ, for you to not be blessed. You understand what I'm saying? It's like sometimes people they're after the gold, they're after all this type of stuff, but it's like no. What about taking care of other human being? This is the most powerful thing you can do. This is the number one investment you can do. That's the best investment strategy. Build people, build people, make them better, make them feel better, not to manipulate them, but to really see the good in them and empowering them with your word. That's what you need to do. That's what people need to receive. This is what they need to have. And I'm going to teach this information business model every Tuesday, everywhere I go, because I want people to get to the next level. But it starts with that first. It's the basic. I got way more information, but it's a basic. For everybody who will register to the activation tour, listen to me carefully. I will be able to see that. And I like people who act in a certain time frame. Between today is the 16th. Between the 16th and the 19th, I will give you my course. When God when is the right time to start my ministry or to launch my business for free. Listen to me. That course value is $100. If you register to the activation tour between today, the 16th, and the 19th midnight, New York and Atlanta time, you will receive my course for free. You have to register from today until the 19th. So I will get a few questions, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that short presentation. It was just the basic. What I just show you is just the basic, but I will give you all the details at the activation tool. We'll go in details. You are welcome, Lala Trainer. So you have to really get to that and really, 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 really go to the next level. God will really, it's like when we travel and we talk to people and, let me tell you a story. Why you're asking a question? So Danita and I, we're walking down the street in Libreville, Gabon. So it's the morning. We're going to get some croissant. I love croissant, just so we're going to get some croissant. Say, Danny, let's go downtown. So we're not too far. Like, let's catch a cab and let's go. So while we're walking from our family house to the place where we can, just wait for the cab, we see the SUV slowing down. Oh my God, that's it, Danita. Oh my God, are you in Gabon? How you know you're in Gabon? I watch all your video. I said, okay, whoa, whoa. I said, okay. I said, where you going? I said, we're going downtown. Okay, we're gonna drop you. And we get into that lady car and we driving. And she start telling that yes, she knows Talma, she knows Butu. Oh my God, I didn't know that you were having activation to Libreville. I miss it. Oh my God. So just like that, we pray for her. She pray for us. We have a great time. I believe she even give us money to buy a breakfast. So stuff like that. Like me, I'm from there. But imagine Denisa, who's from North Carolina. Well, she's like 7 miles away from her hometown. Somebody she never met who don't even speak English. Excited to see her and want to buy her breakfast because her life was changed. We got story like that for days, guys. And it's just amazing. Like when I talk about the global stuff, I live it. When I travel, people stop me in the street of Paris, in Brussels, wherever I'm going. It's just like, wow. Yes, I hear you. In consistency lies the power. Working and gathering all the content, then prep for YouTube, etc. Yes, and then especially you are in Atlanta, so we can have a coaching session later on. Contact me if where I can really help you, really set up what you need to set up. You know, the number one thing will stop people is the fear of to not know how to do something. They don't know how to do something, so they don't do it. So it's not that they don't want to do it. They just don't know. They don't know who to ask, where to ask. They cannot trust somebody or that guru, nobody can talk to him. And no, I'm here. My gift is that I'm technical. I have somebody, I have people traveling from different states sometimes just to see me to have technical session. If you don't like a virtual, we can do technical session, or I can share my screen with you wherever you are in the world. I mean, I'm doing that all the time. I have clients, in Europe where I share my screen and we have technical session together where I show them how to set up things. It's very important. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's. I want questions, guys. Give me some good questions. Of course, some question I'm gonna have to answer at the activation tool. But ask your question now. Ask your question now. In the best of my ability, I would love to just answer. Do not hesitate. Do not hesitate, guys. I know you got questions. If you have Skype, I can make you appear on the screen, but I will do that next week. I have to update something. So if you want to come on a video with me, I have a technology through Skype. You can appear next to me on my left or my right, and we can make it happen. Okay? So do not hesitate, guys. Info, product, business model is so important. Even in ministry, you have to be able to have a technology to make it. I was helping some friends and when it comes to video and content, and they're so happy because they're getting now more action for people from different states because they stream their event, but there's a way to stream it. There's a way to structure it. There's a way to have a broadcast, and there's a science behind all that. So that's what you need to learn. So no questions. Everything I said was that clear. You sure? I was ready to work with you guys for an hour. It's been so long because I'm telling you, if you catch me during the day, most of the time it's gonna be in English. How long is your training to be a coach? Is 6 sessions in 6 weeks? In 6 weeks, you become a certified coach, Joseph. 6 weeks is 6 models that you watch, and then you become a coach. How did you first get over the fear of stepping out on an idea that was unpopular? Very great question. You see, or what you need to do when you have an idea was unpopular, you have to sell the idea to yourself first. You have to sell your ideas to yourself first. And when you become your first client and your product and your idea is so good, it transforms you. You're not the same. And that fire on the inside of you, you cannot contain it, you cannot hide it no more, and it has to come out. I believe that sometimes people they're not sure about the idea, but they want to see if somebody else will jump on board with them, and sometimes the wrong approach. Be sold out for your idea first. Test it on you first. Become the number one client about your idea. The transformation, everything that idea promise, become that, and then you're so convinced by that, you're gonna start teaching on it or do whatever to get investors. So it's going to be easy because that is on you. This is why my book never came out since 2002 before you come to America, because I want to tell the story after I done what I'm talking about in the book. So it's just like the end from the beginning, besides to be just like obviously my testimony, I come to the United States, and no, I didn't want to do that. I want to, keep it secret for people to understand where I get my drive and why I am the way I am is because of what happened when I was growing up and where I come from and the story behind it. It make me to put like that. How much do you need to start a business? Very good question, Thierry. It's like to start a business online, especially the business I'm talking about, the info product business is a very good question. You need to have a minimum of equipment to be professional. My advice 7 years ago, it was like, oh, just get your phone, get your camera, because like the level of expertise and technology was not that advanced. So if you want people to take you seriously today, you cannot just come and just start with your phone trembling like that and you do a live, or the image is not clear, the sound is not right. So you need to have a webcam, a decent computer, and a very high speed internet connection. Don't get, like sometimes you hear on TV, especially, I don't want to get sued by get some company, but like those $20, like, hey, just for $20 you can have internet access. No, that's just to surf the web and send email. When you want to do live, for your quality to be that clear, you need to be able to have at least 35 MB uploads. Very important. So you ask whoever is your internet provider to have a great internet connection, and make sure that your concept being tested by yourself. And I will say that a laptop, a decent laptop, doesn't have to be high tech. Today they all come with a decent. So a laptop, a webcam. I use a Logitech now. A microphone, so it's Logitech too. Um, so just a couple $100, at less than $500, you can start an online business. It's gonna take your time because you count on organic traffic. Because you count on organic traffic, so therefore it will help you to get to that level. So we need like about 6 months to a year to see some result. Now, if you really want to go to a next level, you will need to have at least between $300 to $500 for ads to make sure that you can locate your avatar, so your ideal client for your online business. So I'm just talking about online business. You said not like business in general. Here we talking specifically about starting an online business, an info product business. It means that whatever skill set, experience that you have, you're going to utilize that to start a business from that customer information that some people looking for, and you have an answer for it. Okay, so I hope I answer your question. Yeah, trust is huge. Ellen, I need best platform for online course seminar. For best platform, it's not really a best platform. It's really according to um, what you have. You know, the best platform is not really the best platform. Like you have to build it. The best platform is your website. I know like the answer is strange, but the best platform is your website. What people know you for on your website, this is where you need to sell your courses. Because a different platform is not the tools, is the knowledge to how to use the tools. Let me repeat that. It's not the platform to make that sell your course. Is the way you utilize your tools where you're gonna that's how you're gonna be able to sell your online courses. That you people sometimes say, like, okay, what is the best website host? There is no best website host. What do you have on your website? So it's not that what is the best platform for your seminar. I mean, it's like 10 or 20. If you Google, but you're gonna have at least 20 companies. So what do you need is the knowledge that you're gonna learn activation until you got your ticket, congratulations. So you're gonna learn how to locate the people who need your online course. That's the right question. What do I need to do to locate the people who are looking for my content online? And then no matter what type of platform that you have, they will come and buy your course. I hope I was able to answer your question. And then Joseph, for a fresh starter on coaching, would advise to start on Facebook, YouTube, blog, or podcast? Powerful question. You have to start on those three platforms. That's the question. Is like because Facebook is still good, but it's not what it used to be. So you need to be able, people need to see you in different channels. Like I said at the beginning, Joseph, at the beginning, like somebody, for example, will watch something on ABC, and you go to CBS, you see the ad again. You go to CBS to BET, you see the ad again. So it's gonna notice you. So remember that through psychology, somebody need to see you 7 times to start making a decision about your product or services. Somebody in the average need to to see you 7 times. Okay, so it's not the first time that somebody gonna take you seriously. It will take time, and when it takes time, eventually they will do what they have to do. Okay, very important. I love your questions, guys. I love your questions. Keep sending them. I love it. Actually, I will even put first question on the screen so people can see it too. Don't hesitate, guys. Send me more questions. I love it. Okay, I put it on the screen. I recently discovered that I'm actually an introvert. Lol. What suggestion do you have for those of us that struggle being active on social media? This is $1 billion questions. So you see, from we have a lot of some mentors or as Taylor. It's not about you. I know like sometimes it's strange, but like sometimes we don't want to do something, but it's not about us. So if it's not about us and you acting like you serving someone that people need, especially your story is so powerful, people need to hear from you because like their destiny is a link to your history. Your destiny is tied with your history. So when you start sharing your experience, you start sharing your point of view. Your point of view is important because you're not just anybody. You're somebody that God put something specific on you from your personality, from your skill set, from the way you see things. Somebody need to hear the way you see things to be able to relate to you. Say, you know what? I was feeling kind of by myself until you start saying something. We we connect, and that connection will open up that individual who will never open up with somebody like me or like somebody else. They need Horace Taylor to open their mouth for them to be, to go to the next level. And that's why it's so powerful, and that's why God is so powerful in the way is his master plan. So people need to be connected like that. So that's when you start seeing like it's not about you. That's when you start, having the courage to step out. The courage becoming when you realize that your mission is so important. So you're gonna start responding certain things. So I hope I answer your question. Because like that question come a lot. Sometimes like people say, "Oh, you know what? It's not my thing. I don't know what to do," and it's kind of tough. But that's really the way you're supposed to handle things. I love those questions. We did the 1 hour. Perfect. I don't know. It's 12 more minutes, but okay, guys. It was the first uh, live on Thursday night. Tuesday night. So Thursday is Danida. Danida's gonna be live this Thursday. So we just gonna pump content on top of a live. I'm still dropping a video tomorrow. On top of that live, will be available on Facebook and YouTube. But yes, we need to make it happen. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday. If you want me to talk about something on a Tuesday and there's a question coming to your mind while you listen or watch this replay, just shoot me your question and I will answer it on next Tuesday. Everything about internet, what you want to learn, publishing, podcasts, video, streaming, everything that you can utilize to make sure that you position your info product business to go to the next level. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. And make sure that you register to go to the activation tour. You know, where is it? Activation tour. Okay. So you see it on my left, on your right. The activation tour, Atlanta. How to build a business from your expertise. That's what we're going to talk about. So it's August 17th from 12 to 4. If you don't live in Atlanta, make sure that you come through, and it'd be great. It'd be great. It would be so so great. Okay. So I have one last question I will answer, and then I will go. You are welcome, Ellen. So I have a lot of questions for you, Coach, today. How can we make you come and to speak of our church, our cities? Any requirement that we have to meet? Thank you so much, Joseph. No, practically, you just there's a form on my website. That's you're gonna go /invite. Actually, let me show it to you, and you just fill up the form, and then when I receive the form, I when I receive a form, I will just come. Just like you have to let me know at least 1 month or 2 months in advance sometimes to make sure that I can prepare myself to leave the country of my city, and most of the time it's not a problem. So you go to my website right here, and it's dasorganagat.com/invite. So when you come to my website, you know, hire me to speak, you just don't click on that tab, and that's it. So all the information are here. Let me know what's going on. And when you finish, putting all the information, you submit it, and send me a message that that I received that inquiry for me to come speak at your church or in your cities or on your corporation, and I will come according to you fill up everything, and I might ask some additional questions, and that's it, pretty much. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I hope that I was able to answer most of your questions. See you same place next Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. And I would love to talk about in more details about coaching, about services, publishing your book, online course, and how to build your info product business. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.